Shalom Israel first. I want to give all praise, glory, honor to How about Shemi outside, about Shemi Kakadash. Y'all want to see Pops, I was here at Millstone. Peace, salutation to one third of Israel. For this lesson, I want to title it, I don't even know what I'm going to title it yet exactly, but it's going to be along the lines of, unity, dealing with bros. And because, I was meditating how, it'd be reviving, fellowshipping with bros, But, and you look in the world and how these people move. These people move tacky. They have no moral code. Like nigga can be plotting on you the whole time, be trying to be your friend and shit. Or nigga trying to ply on your lady. Like that's how niggas move in the world. I think I'm tired of no honor amongst thieves. All right, but really just kind of focusing in on. We'll see where the spirit takes it. But I'm going to read Psalms 133:1. It says, Behold, how good and how pleasant it is. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell in unity. All right. And unity, can two walk together except they be agreed? You got people in the world that are quote unquote friends, but they all personalities don't mix. This nigga out here, he be robbing and shit. And this dude, he straight up nerd. Like, what's going on here? Because at some point, that robbing nigga, he gonna try to rob your ass. All right, like it's just all confusion. All right, and it's definitely a blessing to be in this truth, and to be in the body, being around bros, being in camp is definitely a blessing. All right, but I wanna read I'll start at Matthew 24 and 34, 25 and 34. All right, because ultimately there's a whole different way of of moving, when you're with bros. If bros need help, if bros is down and out, you help them. There's no question about it. All right, but people in the world, they'll try to. It's not to the same degree as bros, the love for bros have for each other, if that makes sense. But it says Matthew 25 and 34, it says, Then shall the king say unto them, On his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world, for the elect. But it says, For I was hungered, and ye gave me meat, and I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer, and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, and as much as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me. So every bro matters, And, you helping bros, it's just like helping the Lord. All right, and best believe the Lord gonna reimburse. He the Lord gonna pay you back. All right, so say you gotta spend a few dollars on a brother, bro. Fuck the money. All right, but that's the faith you gotta have. All right, and it's not even about the money. It's like, okay, the brother's in need. I'm gonna help this brother. Just like I look at this brother. It's like the Lord. In this sense. Like, yeah, okay. As we're reading this, this parable. And it says, Then shall he say unto them, on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not in. Naked, and ye clothed me not. Sick, and in prison, and ye visited me not. Then shall they answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee hungered, or thirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, and as much as you've done it not to one of the least of these, yet ye did it not to me. And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal. All right, so there's a reward. All right, but you sometimes, just me speaking, I don't be like, yeah, I know the Lord gonna pay me back for this. Like, no, it's kind of it just comes out the love of your heart. Like, okay, this brother. he going through it. Bet, you know, I can help out, and you know, that's that. You know, that's why scripture say, you know, when you come to settle, you gotta fear the Lord in truth, and you gotta come and you gotta worship the Lord in spirit and in truth. All right, you're not in here for you're not in it for the wrong reasons. All right, and that's what people in the world do. You know, they be trying to befriend people and shit so they can get something out of it. Like it's just all fucked up. All right, that's why I want to title it "No Honor Amongst Thieves." But you know, in the house of the Lord, there's order and conduct. You know, and all goes back to the fear of the Lord. All right, because understand, you know, the Lord, he sees it all. All right. But before I get that other scripture, let me get this. Proverbs 3:27. It says, withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine hand to do it. So if you have the, you know, if you have the resources, or, you know, whatever it is to do it, do it. You know, because right here, no, I didn't say it was 15. It was 15 or sloppy. 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. You know, and you know your labor, because you got certain people that are helps. You know, so that's part of labor. You know, helping brothers out, helping the body out. You know, everyone plays a part in this thing. All right. And one scripture that comes to mind real quick, or actually, let me get the other one. I believe it's Hebrews. Hold on. It was Hebrews 10, or maybe 6. There you go. Hebrews 6:10, it says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. All right. Now, you know, of course, you know, Lord, he teaching, but how are you brotherly? You know, how are you as a brother? All right. I'll read. It says Colossians 3:14. It says, and above, let me just read. There you go. Colossians 3:12. It says, put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as the house shall forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. All right. And people in the world, they don't have charity, you know. And, you know, on a sense of, you know, the charity for bros have for each other. All right. And, you know, it's a whole different wavelength, you know. And that's why the scripture say, you know, how Shai said, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works. You know, that's why when bros walk into a spot, you know, salute and greet each other, like people are kind of they're in amazement. It's like, oh shit, like these they look, you know, in unity, like they look in order. It's a whole different vibe. All right, but people in the world, they don't got that shit. You know, you got you got people hugging they ladies, woman, like that's like pause. They got you got niggas that hug they friends, they mans, I should say, or as they say, they wife and shit. Just be like shit that is not like that's not normal. All right, but you got to be in your right mind to understand, perceive that it's not normal. Because scriptures say, gross darkness to people. These people there, they all fucked up in the head. All right, so you know there's no honor amongst thieves ultimately. But I believe I have some more scriptures. Oh, let me end it off on this one. I don't really mean for this to be too long. Am I spelling neighbor wrong or something? How should I say this? Okay, bro, that's Satan. Because I literally typed in neighbor and love, and it didn't pop up. But Matthew 22:37, it says, Yahushua said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And your neighbor is not talking about your fucking weird ass downstairs or, wherever neighbor that, fucking Satan worshiper. I love you, neighbor. No, it's talking about brothers, you know. So, but that's a standard, all right. You can't say, "Oh, I fear the Lord," this, that, and third. And you're not doing it, all right. So, but people in the world, bro, they don't operate like this. This is a whole different. Like I'm keep using that word, wavelength. It's a whole different aura, I should say, all right. And these people see it. So, I don't mean to make this too long. Hopefully it was well said and edifying. It's all through the spirit. But with that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashim outside, Bashim Kakadash. Next time.